And welcome back to the WCBC. It is almost time to get season 2 kicked off and underway. I am Hunted. Joining me for the first matchup of the day, it's RJ Soros and Tamashi. Ladies, how excited are you? We're getting ready for the second iteration of the WCBC. I couldn't be more excited for this.
Oh, absolutely. I'm very excited to be here. Thank you so much once again for having us, and absolutely looking forward to this.
This is almost like the first season of WCBC, where I had that first official league day jitters, except it's even better now that I know how good this season is going to be.
Oh, absolutely. If it's anything like season 1, this should be a wild ride from start to finish. And to start us off, Kauno's ladies, Alpha, Yokai, and Michaela against Enormity Pink and Kira, Courtney, and Grace. And let's just jump right into it. We talked about it a little bit earlier. Enormity Pink, one of the favorites coming into this one. Kauno's ladies just barely sneaking in. RJ, how do you think this matchup's going to go down?
It's a tough one. I gotta say, Kauno's ladies has a really fun community around them, and it's always easy to cheer on with the Alpha 2 hypers in chat. But Enormity Pink is looking promising, even though 2 of the people on their team are WCBC rookies. I think they have a lot of potential with their high MMRs.
And Tamashi, I mean, right after we saw Enormity Pink in the qualifiers doing so very well, they qualified second, only dropping that one match to the Queen Cobras. Does that momentum carry forward? Do they take this matchup to the Kauno's ladies right off the jump?
Oh, I absolutely think they will. I mean, you come out with that only losing just to the one team, and obviously, odds-on favorites at that point. So, you take a whole lot of that confidence and momentum, and but they won't underestimate their opponents. They'll treat them with respect. Of that, I'm absolutely certain. But yeah, they'll come out swinging for sure.
All right. Well, we are about to get underway. Real quickly, before we do, I just want to get your predictions. I know RJ hates this part, but I got to start with you, RJ. Who do you think is going to take it?
Okay, well, I think Enormity Pink might take this one, but I think Kauno's ladies can get at least one game in, and I know they're going to try their best to score some goals.
And what about you, Tamashi? How do you feel?
Oh, I feel like it's probably going to go the way of Enormity. I'm going to say 3-1. I'm going to say 3-1.
All right. Well, there you have it. I guess, you know what, I'll put my opinion in there. I think I got to agree with you, Enormity Pink. I have a feeling this one will be a 3-1 matchup as well, but I am more than happy to be surprised. Anyway, let's get started. Take it away, ladies. Good luck on the first match of the season.
And here we go then. Kickoff is on the way. And immediately we're going to see that dip straight into the blue half of the field. And already that's coming straight on in, but Alpha already in goal, ready to make the first save of the season.
Enormity Pink with a lot of pressure in those first 10 seconds. Kira is going to turn that one around on the wall. Again, another good clear by Alpha, but Courtney is right on the heels of that ball. Another dribble off the wall, almost in. Yokai getting it out just in time.
And just off the back wall it goes, and they should be able to clear that from there up towards the center, but Courtney gonna immediately intercept that, keep the pressure alive. But I think Alpha is gonna bounce it just above Kate, but is actually on hand for the follow-up touch. I want to take it to the corner, but Kira not quite in the right position for that.
Ball dropping down, still so much pressure on the blue side. Kira's shot is off wide, but Courtney's still going to try and get that rebound. Alpha has it up, but Kate's going to be beating Yokai. Still not too much of a meaningful touch, and Michaela puts it out midfield. 1 minute, and the ball is finally out of the Kauno's lady half.
Yeah, it took long enough, but I feel like it's probably not going to stay there for too long. Kate immediately on the charge. Pops it right towards Yokai. Is there going to be a follow-up? There is! There was a touch to it, but it's not going to be kept out.
And right after Kauno's ladies is trying to clear the ball, Enormity Pink just comes in. Kate off the back wall, and Courtney there, reading that bounce perfectly to put it in the net.
So, with that, the first goal has been scored. 1 minute and 13 seconds in, and Courtney immediately gets to the ball before anybody has a chance. And that's going to immediately fire on back into the blue half. This is just full-on aggression here. Gonna line up yet another shot. Another intercept from Courtney. Alpha has to rotate back and has to come on the defensive. Needs to make the save. almost got in the way of each other, but actually not only has it worked, it's rebounded into the goal.
A crazy save shot. I think that was a pinch between Yokai and Alpha. Yokai getting that last touch, getting the credit for that goal. Absolute clanger equalizing the game.
I can't believe it. Like, a minute and a half has been played, and we've had the first goal followed up by one of the craziest shots we might see the entire tournament. Well, it's going to immediately be flung straight into the orange section, so it looks like McKellar... Oh, nobody hitting that at all! Finally does get punted right back into it. Alpha keeping it alive. Yokai is pressuring, but lingers back a little bit and allows Kira... Oh, no, again! A bit of miscommunication. Both going for the same ball.
Michaela has an open shot here, and she's going to take that one. Everyone on Enormity Pink pushed up just a little too much.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the self-bump in the air does not help whatsoever, and unfortunately, no one was there in goal to defend that. So, from 1-0 down, they've turned it around immediately, and it's now 2-1. As the kickoff again, Courtney gets there first, but crucially, it's straight back in their own half again.
Kira's going to grab that boost, and Kate's going to throw it out mid. It is a pass to Courtney. Another pass to herself, getting that second touch. It's high in the air. Kira is up and beating Yokai, dropping that straight down, but Alpha gets that goal line save right out to Kate, though, ready for that rebound goal.
Right place, right time. It's a really good save from Alpha, but unfortunately, Kate getting to the ball first, pops it straight into the net. And they weren't ahead for long, were they? It's 2-2.
And goals are just speeding up as the players are getting used to being on the field with each other again. Kate almost scoring that one off the kickoff, but Yokai saving it.
Yeah, Yokai got there in the nick of time. I honestly thought that was going in. You hate to see the kickoff goals happen, but it's not going to happen in the first game, at least not just yet. Going to get punted straight back down. Kate is going to challenge it, but doesn't really get any kind of touch onto it. Courtney has to quickly backtrack. I'm not going to get that touch either, so this ball is a lot of pressure, but Kate crucially gets in the way. Kira going to juggle that up. Not going to keep it for too long. Michaela is going to put that straight back towards, just off the near side of the post. Onto the other side of the corner now. Michaela goes all the way back. Kate will now go up to try and intercept, but no prevail. Again, it's going to be up to Courtney, who does clear it.
Courtney dribbling that one over Michaela and getting another shot, taking it past all three members of Counters Ladies from her side of the field all the way to the other.
Just, yeah, don't mind me. I'm just going to take this ball on my own, and yeah, if you could do it, why the heck not? So 3-2 is now the score with less than 2 minutes on the clock. And again, oh, that's going to be a kickoff goal. That is indeed going to be a kickoff goal.
And just 1 minute ago, you said there wouldn't be any kickoff goals, that you did say yet. Strong stall off of the kickoff from Kate, giving Courtney the opening.
Every single time, it always seems to be the way that Enormity are able to get get to the kickoff first. They always seem to have the initiative with that, and well, once again, they're proving exactly why. Kira's going to load that up big time, and Michaela's not going to hit that. It's off the backboard, and then it's off the crossbar. Somehow it didn't go in twice. And get punted back into the figure things by Courtney. Not in the right place though. That should go back into their own half. Kate will meet to intercept it. Can they at least hit it again? They do. And this allows Courtney to just get it cleared straight upfield again. Michaela is on hand this time round, and a crucial save. Had to do it. Keeps them in the game.
Courtney's going to turn that one around, though, and double tap it in again. And if I can count, that's 4 goals for Courtney. We forgot to call out the hat trick on her last one.
Well, that makes up for it. Now we definitely are paying attention. The score is 5-2 with 54 seconds left on the clock. And, well, it's not over until it's over, but you feel like if a 6th goal goes in at this point, it most definitely will be over. And Courtney is really looking for another goal. It's like the second they've got their win, they just don't want to stop scoring. Kira couldn't quite make it to the ball in time, so it's up to Courtney to keep the pressure alive. It technically counts as a save from Michaela, literally landed on her head. 30 seconds left on the clock. Kira gonna chase it. Michaela not gonna get a tap. This could be another goal. Comes off the post, but somehow it stays out.
A really close call for Kauno's ladies there. Michaela trying to get that redemption, but Kate's gonna get it past everyone. Yokai's gonna bump her into the air, but it does not stop Courtney from getting her 5th goal of the first game.
Yeah, and with that, it's pretty much over. With 10 seconds left on the clock, it is 6-2 to the side of Enormity Pink. And, well, let's see if we can see a consolation goal. At least make it a gap of 3 and not a gap of 4. But then again, you know, in Courtney, they may as well just score again.
And Courtney has that double hat trick, ending it off on a very good note. And well, I say ending it off, there very well could be more goals coming out here. And Courtney sitting at that 960 points. Wouldn't be surprised if that went up to a 1,000.
You're not going to see an 8th goal, surely not. Surely not with 5 seconds to go. Although Yokai might get a consolation but can't tap it in. It just about stays out, so it will be 7-2. The ball at the floor. There's the game, and Enormity Pink will take the first point of the set.
Now, that game was really interesting. I think Enormity Pink did have the lead most of the time, but Kauno's ladies were really holding on for that first half of the game until that point where Enormity was up, I believe, 3-2, and that's when they just started going out. So I think if Kauno's ladies can keep playing like they did in that first 2 minutes, I think they do have a shot.
I think so as well. Like I said, Enormity Pink took the lead. They had that first goal, and then Kauno's ladies, you know, they did the hard part. They not only equalized, they then took the lead themselves. So they've definitely, I think that they can definitely do this. But Enormity Pink, like you said, the second the momentum swung on their favor, they just didn't want to stop scoring, especially Courtney. I mean, look at that. 6 goals, 9 shots. Only 3 of those were not on target. No, not on target. No, what do I mean by that? No, 3 of those were saved. The rest were scored, obviously. So it looks like we are ready for match number 2. Just going to get ourselves loaded in. We're heading to Manfield now on our wonderful nighttime sky. What do you reckon? How do you reckon this match will go? Do you reckon Enormity Pink will start pulling away now, or do you reckon Kauno's ladies will be able to pull this back?
I reckon, as the UK folks would say, I think Kauno's ladies really have a shot here. They have that home server advantage. They are on EU, and all of Enormity Pink is US, and they're already coming out strong off this kickoff, not letting themselves get stuck in their own corner.
Yep, but unfortunately, it's going to go straight back onto the opposite side, and unfortunately, Michaela was not able to get back to the goal in time, and with 12 seconds gone, Courtney is going to drive up the wall and score the first goal of the second match.
Courtney already deciding that she is the star striker of this game, just like she was of the first one. Kicking off again straight to Kate. Michaela's going to be winning that 50 and almost in. Not quite going to try and take that one around the corner, but can't get control of it.
Yeah, it was unfortunately just heading towards the post, but boy howdy, if that had gone towards the middle, that would have changed everything right at the start. Yokai is going to be able to meet that at the very least, so keeps the ball out of the goal for now, but this pressure from Enormity is relentless here. Kate dribbles it all the way towards the front. Courtney will hit it from the sky. Unfortunately, just clips the crossbar. They got in the way of each other. They denied themselves the second goal. Yeah, hate to see stuff like that go down, but now it's Alpha trying to keep this ball alive. Michaela is not going to get any kind of hit on that, so it's danger back into their side. It's going to go towards the far corner again. Kate going to let that go, but I think Alpha's going to make sure that punts straight back into the corner. Alpha goes up for it, misses it just off the side of the post. Can't quite find the equalizer.
Going to be hanging out in the Kauno's ladies corner now. Kira's going to be popping that one up mid. Courtney does get that touch. Another pass to Kate off the back wall. Alpha giving it a little bop out, but Courtney coming in at another one of those crazy angles.
We've seen her do this time and time again already, and this is just the second game. Straight up beats Yokai to it, and unfortunately no one is saving that. That's a 2-0 lead after a minute and a half played. So kickoff, away we go again. And again, Kate just about gets there on time. Yokai goes to challenge Courtney and actually gets the better off this here. Kira quickly coming in, trying to deflect that away from the corner. Isn't able to get a touch on Alpha, but Kate at least brings it to a dead stop. But this actually gives Counters the chance to attack here.
Yuka taking that one around the corner. Kira's gonna challenge it though. A lot of bumps happening, and Alpha is able to get that goal. Yokai with a big disruption and big pass play.
Yep, Alpha came straight in. You just see pretty much everybody on Enormity was being shunted there. And that just gives Alpha a clean shot at the goal. And they're right back in this. It's 2-1.
And seeing plays like that, maybe that's the key. If Enormity Pink is so solid on their defense, if Counters Ladies can come out with those triple bumps again, they could definitely score another one.
Oh, absolutely. Courtney just going to circle on around, just get a little bit more boost. Boost is absolutely crucial in these kind of games, and Yokai does count as a shot on target, but Courtney, crucially, is back, ready to defend it. Could be another quick attack, it's in off the crossbar, it's 3-1.
Ball just bouncing up and down. Kate putting that one off the back wall, and Kira coming in. Thought that one was going to bounce down and out. Seems like some of the Counters ladies thought that too, but it just ended up bouncing right in.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that, like, especially when you're Alpha, when you're just sitting there in the goal line, just watching it go, and this is very, very awkward, and Courtney just about gets a small touch to it to keep it out of the goal. That very nearly went straight back to 3-2. Oh no, and that's immediately been met with a response, and it's 4-1.
And now everyone on Enormity Pink has scored this game. It's not just Courtney taking the spotlight, Kate passing that one to herself in the corner. Some hard bounces to read and defend against.
Yeah. It always hates when you're on the aggressive, but in a game like this, you have to go from offense to defense oh so quickly, because you just never know when moments like that can happen. Yokai gonna have their attempt blocked, and Kate unfortunately is gonna have that's unbelievably one of the first demos of the game. Surprised it's taken that long for a demo to come up, and Michaela is in the corner, Kate is on hand. Where's Michaela gonna send this to? Sends this back, sets it up just off the post, and this is very, very dangerous for them, but Michaela just about gets a touch to it.
Kate does end up stealing that one, though, turning into a shot, but Alpha's saving it. Courtney's going to steal that one off top of Alpha, going to try and solo that one in. Can't quite get it, and this is a good spot for Kaunas. Yokai can pass that one up, but Kate rotates back in time, shutting that one down. Michaela stopping it midfield, but can't do anything with it. No teammates to back her up.
Yeah, I think everyone just rotating back to try and get the boost in the process. Alpha is going to send that straight back over, and Yokai is actually on hand here to try and set this up. Wins out the little jewel. It's going to come off just about the back wall, but this aggression here is almost being paid, but there's nobody back here to defend the goal, and that is going to be another one for Courtney.
Giving us the Courtney hat trick, something we're probably going to get used to seeing this season. Pass to herself off that back wall.
Yeah, it's all well and good to try and go for the goals, but if you all commit to an aggressive play, if there's nobody in the back, no one can save that goal. So, as a result, it's a 4-goal cushion for Enormity as we enter 1 minute to go. But I guess if you can't score the goals, you can at least demo the cars. That's another demo. And sends Kate all the way back there, back into the thick of things now. Pops it straight back towards the center line. Gonna beat out Yokai. Courtney's gonna get a touch. Michaela just about stops that from going any further, and that's just gonna come off the side of the post.
Yokai's gonna try and take that one downfield. Kira hanging out in the corner. Courtney bumping that straight out. Alpha waiting on the wall. This could be it. And Kate coming off for the clutch save, but a good shot either way. Almost a rebound for Yokai, but Kira back to save it. And that defense is pretty much unstoppable.
It really is. That ball is starting to slip on through. With 9 seconds left on the clock, there's no way for Counters Ladies to win this now. All they could do is just not concede another goal at this stage. The ball just needs to hit the ground. It is incredibly high up here, and they're probably going to try and settle for at least another goal, but it will hit the floor round about now. that is match 2 done and dusted, and Enormity Pink are in front with 2-0.
Man, I wish I could bring Kauno's ladies into this call and tell them what I'm seeing, what's going on. It's a really tough matchup. We're seeing Kauno's ladies, first of all, only able to score 3 goals in 2 games versus, I think, Enormity Pink's 12 goals in 2 games. So it's a combination of not being able to get past the EP defense, but also not being able to put up their own defense. And it really is a tough one with skill disparities. Enormity Pink has really been taking advantage of that back wall. Those bounces are hard to read for the Kauno's ladies on defense, and they're just throwing it on the back wall and turning it right into a goal, shot after shot. So if I was Kauno's ladies, that's something I would try to look out for other matches this season. But other than that, I'd pretty much say this series is set.
Yeah, there's a 2-0 lead for Enormity Pink. And especially with the form that, oh no. We've got a maintenance check, apparently.
The server is not vibing.
Oh no. That's the last thing we need. Well, it wouldn't be a tournament of any descript if technical issues did not happen. But there you go. Nothing we could do about that. But yeah, Enormity Pink, I mean, Courtney is just on fire. Had 2 hat-tricks in the first game, gets another one in the second game. At this point, you would gladly bet for another hat trick from Courtney in the next match.
I can definitely see it happening.
Now we're just gonna figure out what is going on here. I'm not entirely sure. If anybody hasn't readied up, everybody says they have readied up, so we're just figuring out what's happening here. Please. All right, and we are back. Do apologize for that delay. Just had to quickly solve a little issue, but we are back for match number 3 of our first round, and within 8 seconds, Kira has already scored.
And every game, Enormity Pink gets their first goal faster and faster. I think the first game is 15 seconds, the second game it was 10, and now it is 8. They're really getting the art of taking control right off the kickoff and just turning it into a goal.
Yeah, we'll see if anybody can beat 8 seconds as the season progresses out, but Connie is immediately going to go straight up in the air, tries to juggle that around, but Yokai is going to deny them immediately. That's going to be a shot on goal. That's going to be a good save from Kate. Let's see if Kauno's ladies can keep these kind of plays going. The answer is not quite, but Yokai is going to get a crucial save. Keeps the score at 1-0 for the time being. But, oh, that was a fantastic shot from Courtney right on the side of the ball.
And there's the second or third shot we've seen from Courtney that's coming out from that right side of the field, that weird angle, using that first jump to get into the air and that second jump to boom the ball into the net. Right speed and the right angle to make it unsavable.
Yep, and that's 30 seconds on the clock, and it's already a 2-0 lead for Enormity Pink, and Kate is going to keep this ball alive almost immediately. Almost got punted right back into their path again, but Courtney going to keep it alive. Beautiful flip that just sends the pair with them going on by, and this ball is still very much alive in a very dangerous position just above the crossbar, just about keeps it alive, and Kira has to now start into a bit of defense.
That ball going right to the middle, Yokai popping it up, trying to get it to a teammate, but it does go straight to Courtney, and Courtney's going to put that one in. One defender in net, but that is a hard one to save at 54 miles an hour, especially with Courtney styling in the air, flipping on her way up.
Yeah, pretty much landed top corner as well. There was no saving that, really. So with a minute played, it's 3-0 to Enormity Pink, and it looks like they are on course to win this with a clean sweep, but it's not over yet. We still got 4 minutes to play, but Kauno's ladies are going to have to scale Mount Everest, I feel like, if they want to come back into this.
It's going to be a tough one. Courtney redirecting that pass from Kate. Kira almost getting another one off that strange side angle, but too wide. Good push opportunity. Michaela not getting that touch to try and score it, though. It's going back.
Yeah, that would have been crucial for them. Somehow it stays just about in play, but Kira is going to get the rebound off the post and take a 4-goal lead.
And looking at who's scoring on the EP side, this is our most equal game in terms of goals. Who's scoring them? Courtney is tied with Kira for 2 goals rather than taking all 4, so it seems like the team is trying to spread out the stats love a little bit.
Oh, that's a very dangerous ball, and that is going to count as it counts as Courtney goals, but I'm pretty sure that'll be an own goal. I think wrong place, wrong time there.
Little bit of a lot of people touching that ball, 4 people touching that ball before it went into the goal, but mostly Courtney getting that second to last touch off the back, saving that flip to hit it into the net. And it seems like we might be seeing a little more of those flashy goals coming out in the last 3 minutes here.
Yeah. I was going to say, it was a very awkward goal in the case of, like, it just stayed on that backboard for such a long time. That is going to be a shot just above the crossbar. It was a good attempt from Yokai, but it's not going to be the goal that they were looking for. And already Courtney's just lurking around, waiting for that goal to come up. It's going to come off the crossbar again. And Courtney knows she's not going to get there in time. Oh, but this is dangerous. This could be potentially good, but it's not. It's going to be deflected wide just a little bit. Kira keeps it alive, punting it into the corner. And it's going to be saved by Alpha. This pressure from Enormity Pink is just overwhelming Kauno's ladies, and that's going to be a 6.
2 hat tricks for the EP side. Kate trying to double touch that one off the back while not able to get it, but it does end up being a pass out to Kira, which works out in their favor.
So, 2.5 minutes has been played. The score is 6-0. And this is incredibly dangerous for Kauno's ladies. It really is a case of how many goals, or how many more goals will Enormity score? And that is another cheeky little goal. It's 7-0.
There's enough nice goals from this shot for Enormity Pink to make an entire highlight reel, and I'm sure Sammy is having a great time on the back end clipping all of these and tweeting them out, because it's great to see the displays of skill. Though this game, I'm gonna riot if Kauno's ladies doesn't get one in, because I want to see it from them too.
well, we'll soon find out. So far, it's 7 at the moment, and Alpha just sends the ball just across the face of goal. McKellar will try to keep it alive. I think for Enormity Pink, they're just looking to try and keep a clean sheet at this point. Honestly, you wouldn't blame them, but knowing Courtney, that's not going to happen. She wants more goals, and so does Kira, and let's get another one. Beautiful setup from Courtney.
Right off the wall, and Kira already in the air expecting that pass. Some good comms from teammates to know what to expect there, and I think that's Kira with 5 goals. Courtney with 3. Looks like they're trying to beat their personal best.
They certainly are. Alpha actually winning that ball a little bit better this time around, so they're still going for these aggressive plays, which you like to see, despite being 8 goals down, and Courtney is going to try and score another goal. This one will send off to the right post this time around. Kira keeps it alive. Kate going to go for it, but it's going to get beaten out by Yokai. Yokai actually going to try and take a little pot there, but Courtney is in the way. Kira goes to meet it, sends it over to Kate in the corner, who does actually win that ball. It's just above the crossbar. Courtney in the wrong place, unfortunately, to really try and keep that for a score. Now goes for the aerial play and nails it.
Now that is a shot straight out of free play practice. Courtney passing that to herself, going off of the ceiling into the top right, beating out all the defenders, just confusing the heck out of everyone. Beautiful shot.
And that is going to be, so it's like, what is that, 4 goals for Courtney? 5 for Kira?
Yep.
Kate's the only one who hasn't scored in this match yet.
The ping disadvantage is not slowing them down at all. If anything, they're becoming more comfortable with the EU servers as time goes on.
Could we see a double-digit goal score in our first match of Season 2? Well, all they're looking for is one more, but Alpha are just trying to get on the board, trying to keep this away from their goal. And they actually might set themselves up, but Alpha can't get a good hit on it. 30 seconds left on the clock. Kira will send it up. And that is going to be going into the left corner. And there is 10.
There are those double digits that you mentioned. Kira getting that double hat trick this time in place of Courtney.
Well. So I wonder if we'll see another double-digit goal for the rest of the season. Well, we don't know, but as it stands, Kate is going to win the kickoff yet again. Yokai is going to try and chase up, trying to get something on the board. You've got 13 seconds left on the clock. Alpha is going to keep it alive, but there's nobody there to meet it. And as we start our last 10 seconds, it's pretty much, well, we already know Enormity Pink have won, but can they win with 10, or can they win with a very cheeky 11? Yokai is going to make absolutely sure it doesn't go any further than that. And Enormity Pink win a 10-0 match. And win the set 3-0.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is not the most even matchup, but I think that's okay. This is a good start to the season for both of them. I know Kauno's ladies got kind of swept on a stream, but I hope this is a moment that they can look back on, try and figure out what they can do better the rest of the season. Not that they did bad, but there is some really tough competition this season, and for Enormity Pink, that's got to feel pretty good starting it off with this much momentum and being able to style it out.
Absolutely. So with that done and dusted, we are going to take a short break as we prepare for an interview with the winner of the teams, and we will be right back.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Women's Cardball Championship. I am Hunted, and here with me I have Courtney from Enormity Pink. First off, congratulations on the win. Congratulations on winning the first series of the season. I mean, how do you feel after that one?
I mean, we feel great. We were really hoping that we could do some damage this season. I think that first series proved it, that we're a very capable team and we can make some impact.
Yeah, certainly. Speaking for myself, can't speak for everybody, but certainly for me, Enormity Pink, one of the teams to watch, if not top 2, top 3 contention in the league this season, and I think you made that very well known to the community with that game. So it was quite the series from you all. It certainly didn't have any problems scoring goals. Was it just you clicking as a team, or was it just individual pop-offs?
I think it was a combination of both, because we have played a little bit before in the past, and I don't know, we just have a lot of fun playing together, and I think having fun really helps too.
Oh yeah, it certainly seemed like you were, you in particular were having quite a good time. I think it was 4 hat tricks in 3 games. It's not very often you see that, and certainly some highlight reel clips. I'm sure we'll see them on Twitter not too long from now. But I do want to ask you, moving forward, you've got Sammy Smiles next week. How are you feeling heading into that matchup?
I mean, I think after this win, we're feeling pretty confident, but we can't take anything lightly in this league because everybody's super talented. So hopefully we can just try our best and go from there.
Absolutely. And just in general, I mean, you've mentioned it a couple of times. You're confident with this roster. It really looks like you and the rest of Enormity Pink have made a lot of strides forward since 72 PC of last season and during the off season. I mean, obviously, I would imagine your goal is to make playoffs, but what do you want out of this season in particular?
I mean, I think first we have to start by trying to make playoffs and go from there. Like, we can have multiple goals. Obviously, the final goal is to win, but you have to make playoffs first before you can even have that chance.
All right. And between the 3 of you, I like to ask this question sometimes when we see these kind of series. Who do you think was the star player for your team this week?
I feel that Kate was just passing to everybody, and she was able to get assists left, right, and center, and was creating opportunities for us.
Well, there you go. Thank you again, Courtney, for your time, and congratulations once more on taking the first series of the WCBC. We appreciate you coming on, and yeah, again, hopefully we will see you and talk to you very, very shortly. But we do have to take another quick break. We will come back to Not Vanilla and Queen Cobras. Don't go anywhere.